Hey, my name's Eric. And some people say, you need a shave, dude. Get that beard scruff, the neck beard, get the neck beard, they say. No, they don't say that. They think that, though. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's just hair. It's just a little bit of hair. I don't know why. Especially if I'm not actually going into work. You just have to look at my face on a video screen. It's going to be fine, this neck beard and me. We're going to do great things together. We're going to make a game together, myself and the neck beard. And that game's going to be released in 10 days. It's called The Godkiller Chapter 1. I am doing something a little bit self-indulgent. So I have a list of all the bugs that are left to fix. And it's really dwindling. Like, there's not just that much left at all, really. So I just expanded it to, let's see, all the bugs. Just show me all the bugs. And some features in here, too. All these are like last minutes. There's one here that I looked at again today. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do it. Not because I don't think it's valuable, but because there's risk. There's risk in adding shader code. So with shader code, in theory, it should be fine. But then you'll find like one system someplace that doesn't support an instruction reliably or something like that. And just it's only 10 days left. It's only 10 days left. I don't want to risk it. I have had one bug in my shader code that needed attention that was based on a problem that came up on a limited number of machines. I did fix it. I'm not so afraid of shader code that I won't go ahead and write shader code and fix bugs that come up. But 10 days left. I don't have the time for like a widespread testing or even much of any testing, really. So I should be careful. And I'm going to say won't do on this one. Okay. So with all of this little bits of things here left to do, and like not really adding up to more than a few days of work, I am looking for low-risk things to do that will significantly add to the game features, won't add risk. And one of them is it is literally window dressing. I'm adding casings to windows. Casing is it's a term that I looked up about what this part of a window is. It's like a little, it's easier to show you. I'll show you in a minute, but let me add a line here. Window casing. Window casings feature. Low. Everything is low. This one I'm going to say it's going to take days. Really day. But let's be pessimistic. It's been good so far for me to be pessimistic. And I'm in the middle of this one, and I'm going to do stuff like this earlier, even though there's some other bugs here, because there's so little time left that I need to choose things that have higher risk earlier. So this is in the acceptable risk category, adding the window casing, because it's purely cosmetic. I do have to write code for it, but it's edit time code. In fact, I'm even going to go through right now and call out anything that is a little bit more risk. Insert one column left. Risk. It's all low risk at this point. But they're still within that low risk category. There is some things which are more likely to introduce a bug. So let's see. Let's say I'll give lower numbers to stuff that should be done sooner. And I'll put 1 on the window casings. I'll put 1 on this guy. I'm missing a bug here. I just saw it. I should put in. Okay. Little arena. Possible to get Billy to go upstairs when he should not. Bug. And this one I'll even put medium. Risk 2. Risk 3. Risk 1. Two. 2. Two. 2. 3. 3. Maybe. Okay. 2. Okay. So I'll try to do the 1s before I do the 2s or the 3s. I'll try to do the 2s before I do the 3s. And there's still a fair amount of time left. So this is very low risk. It's like it's bad luck for me to keep saying that. All right, so tonight I'm not going to finish everything about the window casings, but I'm going to get the prefabs set up as I need them. I started working on this. Okay, so here's what the casings are on a window. There's just this little bar that is around the perimeter of the window, and I've got it partially constructed here because I'm just playing with stuff. But what it will be, or what the task that I'll implement, the code I'll implement, the feature I'll implement, is that we'll go up to this editor window in decorations and say add casings to windows as a menu item, and it'll go through to look for any place where it's got this window thing, and it will just this window thing, it will add the casings around it automatically. I figured out I probably got 150 windows in the whole game, something like that. And if I spent 5 minutes on each of them, it would be, like at least a day of work. And there's other titles that I'll make later on with other levels, and it's probably going to take me about a day of work to get this automatic casing decoration going. So this is a time where I should just write some code instead of manually updating all the geometry in the different levels with the casings. So, okay. So thinking about names of my prefabs. Well, this one will be casing southeast. And it's got just the sides it needs. I could have made this a lot simpler by having one cube that gets used for all of them, but then I would have extra geometry that I don't need. So I decided to take the high road and have unique prefabs for the different parts of the casing that are needed, and that will give me a lower count of triangles to draw. Okay, so that one I just made is rename casing northeast. And I think I'm gonna have to do up and down too. So let's make this one down SE. I feel like I'm designing IKEA furniture. Okay. This guy I'm just going to delete so I don't get confused, because it's not an actual piece that I'll have in my kit. Same with this. Same with this. Okay. So for these, there is one piece I can use on both sides. Need to just get the edges that don't need surfaces set up. Okay, so this is casing down north, south. It occurs to me I'm going to have to do some more for the opposite direction. Like if not the opposite direction, the 90-degree direction or orthogonal direction. If the window is north, south, or west, east, that these change a little bit. That one. Wondering about my naming convention. So I'm naming it now based on its positioning, but maybe I should name it instead based on which of the 6 things are closed. I do like that better, particularly when I have to go in the opposite or orthogonal direction with the windows. Let's switch to that naming convention. So then it will be up, no up. It will be, oh, it's just north. I probably messed up the other one. Since it's got more sides and this one doesn't need them, that means the other one probably doesn't need them either. There's one other way to do this that's even cooler. I could just do this with the created mesh. That worked pretty well for this other thing I did. Maybe I should just do it that way. Then there's no prefabs. Let me just take a look at that other code real quick, refresh my memory. Cable. This code I'm fairly proud of. Okay, so there's that mesh creator thing. What is that? I'm adding quads. What is mesh creator? What is that? Is that Unity? Oops. Where does that come from? Is that mine, or is it an import? That one's mine. Okay. Doesn't look that bad. Okay, how does it work? You create the mesh creator with passing in a game object to it. It makes a mesh. It makes a mesh of things. This is a brand new mesh. Okay, this is not the first thing that you call. You call add quad. This doesn't look bad, actually, to be completely honest. Yeah, it's quads too, which is easy. My thing is all quads. And I know this code works. Pretty well tested. Well, let's be honest, it stopped working a while back after some Unity upgrades, so there might be some kind of problem. I don't know. Let's see if cables actually work. I'm not seeing anything with the cable UI. Did I turn it off? I might have done that. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's not a search for gizmos. That is a general search for things in the scene. Okay, I don't see anything in here for cables. I see some other things that I added in. Yeah, those are built in, so it won't be down there. I would guess that the editor base code has begun failing on it. I don't know why exactly, but okay, so here. Yeah, it's missing two handles that would allow me to pull around the two. Allow me to pull around the 2 points of the cable, and then it would droop in between, and then apply all these settings to make it look nice. Okay. So, Mesh Creator. Let's see. Let's create a game object. Or we could add a casing decorator to this thing. Okay. I'm going to experiment. Okay. Aesthetics. Window casing. Okay, so don't overthink the design yet. Yeah. Seriously, do not overthink it. Mesh Creator. Let's see, it's going to be Godkiller Editor. Okay. I'll do this logo style. N for north. So I want it to modify the position and return a new vector. Okay. So let's call this cursor. Cursor X. No, cursor Z minus equals move length. Okay. Cursor X plus equivalent. Okay, we'll do some for up and down. Okay, that might do it. Let's make this concise. We'll say add quad. We'll say I'll make a cube. That's what I'll do as a test. North, ref C, east, ref C, south, ref C, west, ref C. Okay. So I drew the top of a cube. I came back to the corner that I started from. Making a little note. All right, that's always clockwise because that ends up specifying which way the normal is going to be facing on the quad. Okay, so I did the top of the cube. Let's do the front of the cube. that, we'll go clockwise. East, down. West. Up. Okay, this puts me in the same corner I began at the second time. Okay, so that gives me the front of my cube. Now I could do the west side of my cube, the left side of my cube. For that, I would start by going down, north, up, south. Okay, so I will move to the opposite corner with my little cursor. I can do that by going down, rough C, east, rough C, and north, rough C. Okay. So now let's do the bottom of the cube. Be a little bit easier if I keep the same directional indication, south and then west face. Okay. So it's going to be south, west, north, east. Always clockwise. I don't know if I did it right. Before I think much harder about this, let's just see if it does anything at all. Okay. Mesh creator. Create, transform, game object, or I think I just do game object, right? Yeah, cool. All right. So then, come back to here. Okay. I want to make, let's take this guy. this. So I would like this to do something. It's probably a smart thing for me to... Wait a minute. Okay. So if it makes something, it'll look a lot like this other stuff. That's why I was looking at that down there. I almost want to just move it way away from anything else, just to make sure I'm not seeing oddness. Okay, let me just try re-enabling it. Okay. I might also create an explicit thing that will cause it to update. Before I do that, does it not work to just enable and disable? Let me try that first. No, that doesn't do it. Okay. Then let's put this to create mesh. All right, let's see if I can get the breakpoint to be called. Okay, good. Taking note of this to make sure that it gets updated. 2632 negative 21. Except you won't be able to tell just by hitting step over, because it'll update 4 times and come back to the same spot. So I guess I better step in. Okay, this would tell me. 6132 negative 21. Okay, so east should modify the 61 to be 61.1. It did. Okay, so that all looks fine. Does this work? Nice, okay. At least no error messages. Now, did I create anything? It seems like I did. It seems also like it replaced the existing mesh that was there. The material was not applied. Okay, so let's remove this component. Turn off the gizmos. Okay, and then it's confusing. It is confusing to have this other object here. So I'm just gonna get rid of the existing mesh. Okay, no problem. Okay, I know how to fix that. Ah! No, not like that. Update. Okay. And then I feel like something's wrong there. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. It doesn't help that the cable decorator stopped working. Mesh clear. So that honestly, I should have done it right there. Does something no longer work? Was there one extra step I forgot to do? This is all complicated stuff in here. I just want sort of hello world of mesh creation. I might have to go online. It might be the API changed. Okay, also let's take a look at the cable object. So in this one, the mesh renderer is all set. The mesh filter, which I think that's a PB object maybe. I don't know, but it's set to none. That might be important. Go back to the casing tester. Yeah, let's get all the stuff related to ProBuilder out. Okay, what do we have here in cable? You've got mesh renderer with the material set, so check on that. Mesh filter with emptiness. Let's remove the ProBuilder mesh filter. That's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. Suddenly the inspector is not drawing well. Let's just delete this, start over. Okay, new, more here. Rename. Casing tester. Okay. Move the cable decorator. That's fine. Okay. Add window casings. Apply. Still not seeing anything. Could it be that it put it in some weird location? I do see some. No, that's just a widget for moving around. Is there something there though? Maybe off at a weird spot. Is that it right there? That's it. Okay, that's the quad. That's where it's going. It is creating a mesh. On the side. Oh yeah. Not bad. It's got the normal mixed up on the bottom one, which is easily corrected, I think, with my code. The location's probably a local versus world coordinate system thing. Let me try fixing some of those issues. Let's make this local position. And we'll try it again. What's all that stuff over there? That looks like a cable. It looks like a cable. Yeah, okay, my cable generator does work. It just put it in a really strange spot. Okay. Yeah, the editing on it doesn't work well. But yeah, this does work. It's good to see that working. Now let's delete it. Go back to this guy. And okay. Okay, that's worse. It's farther away. This is probably has the right normal, but it's okay. Let's see. So this is probably better. Let's see what it does. If I go back, is it going to update? It did last time without me hitting apply. Okay, it just moved. Skybox is actually irritating me now. Yeah, that is just a little strange. I guess it's kind of like, what coordinate system are you using? Maybe local position seems more correct to me, but let me put this casting tester over here. I'll reparent it. Oh, it already is. Okay. Okay. Well, one thing at a time. I'll fix this bottom part. I'll make a cube all the way through. Okay. So if you're starting, I'm looking at my little scrap of paper. Starting from the bottom. And you want to go clockwise, and you start out going west, and then south, and then east, and then north. Okay. So then we go up, west, down, east, and then we got to do the east face. South, and up, north, down. Okay, let's go check that out. See if I got a cube. Probably will. I mean, it does seem to put it in a random location each time. Okay, that looks pretty nice. That's pretty nice. That looks nice. Kind of like the steel cable texture. I mean, it's got that gradient to it and everything. That's kind of neat. Okay. So yeah, some success there. Now next thing is how do I position this in some way that makes some kind of sense relative to the starting location of this. Okay, so you've got, way the fuck over here, you've got this thing. And I might just move this back with the rest of the level, just because it does help me get a little perspective on where things are. So for that, let's say, let's take this guy, move it here. Copy the transform. Take the casing tester and just paste the same transform values. Okay, that's useful. Because when I pasted the same, oh, no. Move you into the level. Paste those values a second time. There we go. So that's where it thinks it is. Here's far away where the thing actually got created. If I hit apply again, is it going to put it in the same spot? No, put it somewhere else. Okay. What am I missing? Okay, so that's local position. No, that's position. Let's do local position. Okay. Get closer. I mean, but it's like nowhere near this. That's so strange. It's nowhere near that. So if it's not world coordinates, that's not local coordinates. What kind of coordinates is it? I mean, I sort of did this once before. Do I have anything in there about coordinate offsetting? I suspect I saw the same trouble with this guy too. Oh no, not the sleepies. God, you know when you look at code that you've written, and even though everything's named right, it still looks complicated. Like, even though it doesn't look like shitty code, it just, whatever was loaded in my head at that point in time is not in my head now. That's the part that makes me nervous about this. God damn, I wrote a lot of code here. It's fairly complex, and it did work, and it still works. Okay. What Unity APIs are being called, and then I will go and look at their documentation to see what they say about coordinates. Okay, so recalculate normals, recalculate normals. What is this? Okay, you got the mesh here. So vertices array, add quad, oh, I just thought of something. It's a little bit obvious. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. If this works, I'm gonna feel foolish. I mean, maybe it's just 0. I'm almost kind of like that is the most likely thing for it to be. So let's see. No. Oops. I see. Okay. I thought since it was a struct, it was just going to be populated with 0. So I wasn't worried about that. Okay. So that's the answer. That is the answer. Okay. So with code like this, I can find I was thinking different ideas. Okay, that code I've got is good at creating any type of shape I want. And I don't need to worry about it from a proof of concept standpoint. It's going to work. It will work. So this doesn't have to be a cube. It can be the whole casing in one mesh, which is even more efficient than what I was considering doing before. The thing I'm thinking now is like how smart can I make this? Picturing something a little bit science fiction-y where imagine somebody walking up to this window They take a little cube out of their pocket. They drop it right in the corner. And they say, just do your thing. And they walk away. And then it starts, it knows, this little guy, it knows, okay, there is a window here. It checks, it looks around itself. And it says, oh, me, I'm all about windows. I'm all about putting casings around windows, like a nanite or something, you know. So it finds the surface of the window, maybe with ray casting, and then checking the name of the object. It could raycast from its center in 6 directions. And it says, well, 2 of them are walls, and 1 of them is a window. So let's start growing in one of the directions. That's one way to do it. I think that initial placement is problematic, though. Better way is for me to have a script on every window that says, okay, what is my bounding box? And the bounding box is going to tell it that on one dimension it is not 1 meter, but just under 1 meter. Like, I think it's 0.8 meters. And it says, okay, that dimension, X, Y, or Z, or that axis, that axis is the depth of my window, whereas the other 2 axes are the length and height of the window. From there, it would know where it needed to create meshes. We put those meshes in a child object. Getting excited about this idea of procedurally generating details. I know there's a lot that can be done with it. So I'm jumping between the problem at hand and the stuff I want to do in Chapter 2. And normally I would chastise myself a little bit and say, no, let's focus on this work. You got a lot of work to do. But I'm ahead of schedule, so maybe it's slightly self-indulgent to jump ahead and think about the future work, but it keeps my brain going, keeps me excited. I'm kind of more excited about ray casting things, like an object that decorates, looks ahead for an obstacle, and then does different things depending on what it encounters. So it's a little more like that first idea. So we could have an object that what it does when you place it and you say go ahead and decorate is it just expands until it finds like a stopping point, and then it goes in a different direction until it finds a stopping point, and then goes a different direction. That sounds kind of cool to me. I wonder if there's something general purpose about that I could figure out. One thing I do know is I won't use any of these. Just delete them. I know this is like a really boring stream to just watch me thinking, but that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just thinking. Just thinking about all the different things I could do. I feel like I've got maybe some quiet time ahead of me to come up with what I want to use to solve this problem, but also think into the future farther about like what general purpose stuff would be good in chapter 2. Because I do want to do a ton more procedural generation. I know I'm not going to finish this particular task tonight, and I do like to have each session finish some kind of task. So I'm going to pick another bug. I'm going to do that tonight, and I'll come back to this tomorrow. We'll come back to it tomorrow. Let's pick something else. Little arena. No, let's do this one that's high priority. That'll make me feel better. Credits lines are going out of bounds on left and right. This one I think is not so hard. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Oh, that. Okay, cool. So these lines, those are a problem. Oh yeah, what happens if I just set the width? Well, first off, let's make sure I can see the problem on my own system. I need to be able to reproduce a bug before I can fix it. Hit play. Not seeing it there. Well, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But let me try, if I go like that. Okay, that reproduces it. Then if I come back up like this, then I'm fine. mean, I could just try making the width of this less. Make it half as much. Okay, let's just see what that looks like. It will probably scroll faster. Okay, that's probably gonna fix it. I'll test it next build. I'll reopen the bug if it doesn't. Save that. I'm gonna say that's done. Say that's done. All right, let's do this one too. Billy, what are you doing? Okay. There's going to be some story spoilers in this next level. So far, there's not been much in the way of spoilers. But this next one will have story spoilers. Now, you can play this same level in the demo, which is available now on the Steam store page for the Godkiller Chapter 1. There's a URL at the bottom right hand corner that will get you to all the different links related to Sea Space Labs. You can play this level in probably your first half hour or so of playing the demo. But there will be some story spoilers here. Okay. So I know Billy at some point is coming up these stairs. Let me make sure I can reproduce that.
What's going on?
Billy.
Yes?
Billy.
Yes,
Let's
Todd?
begin.
Hey guys, I'm not here to fight.
Good. You have pushed Billy.
I didn't like it.
Now you must smash him against the wall.
Why?
Do not test me.
I don't want to die.
It's okay, Billy.
How is it that he gets up there?
It's okay, Billy. You must smash him. Billy, it's okay. Billy, it's okay, Billy. Billy, it's okay. It is okay, Billy.
whoa. Okay, so there.
You must smash
That's how
him.
you do it.
Smash him. Smash him really good. It's okay. Billy.
Okay, so I've got a repro.
It's okay.
Some different ways I could do it. To fix it. I think he is trying to head north to this area over here. And maybe I don't want him to do that yet. Okay, when does... Okay, what are the different things? What are the different... Observation point, okay. No. Safe stairs, that's the one, okay. So something like if M is on the safe stairs, go ahead and try to get Billy to go through the safe gate. So it mostly works. So it returns true when he gets past the safe gate. I'm guessing that will trigger him going to a different state. So I say if his row is less than... Okay, this is to get him past the threshold. Okay. So there's a section where I don't want him to go north from. Okay, gotta set up a zone. Come on, come on, come on. All right, so let's set up a zone. actually what I really want. Okay, prefabs, meta, scene organization, children. Let's do 2 waypoints. Okay, so this one we'll call the other one over here. Okay. Let's do some stuff like this. Safe. I can't remember, was it? Safe stairs, east corner. Safe stairs, east corner. CRH. Safe stairs, west corner. CRH. Then on reset, I'll set those. Okay. If CRHR equals God damn it. Plus, okay. If we're closer to the west, we'll go west. Return false. Okay, but I do have to be careful because as soon as he gets to either corner, he shouldn't use this logic. And in fact, he's got to be in between the two. Okay. And CRHC greater and CRHC is less than. There, that should do it.
What's going on?
Billy.
Yes?
Billy.
Yes, God?
You. It begins. Good. You have pushed Billy.
I didn't like it.
Now you must smash him against the wall.
Why?
Do not test me, Em.
I don't want to die.
It's okay, Billy. It's okay, Billy. You must smash him.
Here's the moment.
Billy, it's okay. Smash him. It's okay, Billy.
He made it.
Smash him. It is okay, Billy. You must smash him. It's okay. It's okay.
He's off in another corner. Let me move him. Okay.
Billy. Smash him really good.
Okay. Go back this one.
It's okay.
Yeah, he keeps moving. He went round the corner.
It's okay, Billy. Smash him. It's okay, Billy. It's okay, Billy. Smash him really good. Billy. It is okay, Billy. It's okay, Billy. Billy, it's okay, Billy.
I think I got it.
You must
I fixed it.
You must smash him. You must smash him.
Okay, that one's done. All right, let's look at these other ones. Hide show mouse in response to different inputs. Okay, let's do that one. This one came back to me as feedback from the Steam approvers. They said, you know, you might want to just make it so the mouse pointer disappears when you start using keyboard or joystick input. Why not? Sounds like a good idea. I'm not even being sarcastic. It sounds like a good idea. Thinking about this other fellow's problem he's got. Okay. I distracted myself. Oh yeah, hide show mouse. I'm doing a terrible job of streaming today. Oh, okay. That's more likely to work. Okay, let's see. That's... ...2013... 2012, 2007, oh wait, 2010, this is ancient, 2015, 2010, alright, let's go look in the Unity docs. Cursor, visible, Unity. 2020, that's fine. I'll put it down to my version. Still good. I do like this versioning on their documentation. That is fantastic. Okay. Let's just do it in a hacky way to start. Say in the main object. Actually, since the mouse isn't used in the game input, let me think about this. Point action. Okay, return screen chords x not equals 0f and screen chords y not equals f. I'll say or, not and. Okay. Where am I? Main object. Okay. Command type equals command type none. Then I'll check for mouse movement. Otherwise, screen cursor no, I guess it's just cursor visible equals false. So what is the system collections? Data input is oh, I don't have meta input. Oh, no, I do. Is mouse pointer moving, cursor visible equals true. I mean, I could change this all into one Boolean statement, but no, I prefer not to. Yeah, I changed my mind again. Let's do it this way. Cursor visible. No, because if it doesn't work, I want to debug it. All right. Let's see how this works. Go to a different scene. One with absolutely no spoilers. And just play. Now, I don't know if it's working, but I do see actually, I do see a flicker on the mouse. It could be that there's no relative movement. It's absolute position. That actually makes a lot more sense. Also, I know it's just a lighting thing, but it's kind of neat to see her trail be pink instead of bright red. Testing something else I worked on yesterday. Okay. Okay. So I think I know what happened with the mouse. This is always going to return true. Meta input, you have state. So let's do Try that. That looks pretty good. Yeah. That is the behavior I wanted. Okay, let's see. Does it do that with other things? It's not use the joystick. It does. Clear it. If I move the mouse pointer and joystick at the same time, a little bit of flickering on the mouse pointer, but pretty easy to see what's going on. I think that's pretty ideal. Let's escape. And I'm okay with leaving the mouse pointer up all the time on the meta screens. So I'm going to call that one fixed. I just really like this smooth camera thing. I got stubborn about it because everyone was saying that they didn't like the videos that were being posted because they couldn't tell like where the player was going to go next, and the players flipped around all over the place. Bum, 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 bum. I thought they were responding to that. Maybe some of them were, but there was just this other camera movement when you're walking around at slower speed that before it was very jerky. It would just very instantly move to the next location you're at. And what I did is I changed it so that if you only moved a short distance, it's going to more smoothly travel to your new location. Whereas if you go far distance, it just whoop, right there. And it's kind of a best of both worlds solution. And it's just I get tired. I get tired of people with all their feedback. Because some of it I think is good feedback. Some of it I think is very taste driven. You can't please all the people all the time. And some is, I won't say it's like malicious. It's a little bit like trying too hard to contribute. Like they don't really know like what the best thing is to say to somebody else doing some development work, and they think, I want to talk to this person, I'll try to be useful. What might they do to make their game better? And I should be able to handle all types of these inputs gracefully. It's my failing that I have to put up too large of a defense around me when it comes to feedback. That's my feeling. I should be able to, if there's bad feedback, just kind of shrug it off and be polite about it. If they press me about whether I'm going to do it or not, I'd say, well, maybe I'm thinking I won't though, and that should be okay. Like, it's just not that big of a deal. It's not like anyone's being rude to you by giving you feedback, even if the feedback is not the highest quality or it's taste-based or, So, yeah, that's the kind of thing I need to just get a thick skin about. People just show up and say this game sucks, and I just kind of say, you're right, it does. I'm going to start over. I'm going to build it from the very beginning. I'm going to write my own compiler. I'm going to make it right for you. No, that would be going too far. No, I guess what I'm saying is I need to have my mental state right as far as how I interact with the rest of the world. Cicada, how you doing? Yeah, because the game needs to run on like a Pentium 90 from 1993. Compy 386. That's right. 10 days. I'm doing fine too. Doing fine. I think you caught me though, just sort of at the end of my my stream and my mental abilities to keep going. But like, this is what I've got left. I just finished another thing. Let's do done on that. Let's see if there's any that might be easy to do in the next 20 minutes or so. I did put these little numbers here to do them in that order, but I don't have to. This is all the bugs that are left, and they're measured in mere minutes, except for this one I added, which is to add procedurally generated decorations. Now it's like the limiting factor is not so much time, it's risk, because there's only 10 days left. Some things they take a while to prove that they haven't introduced bugs. Some things are riskier to add or change. So now it's just, what can I add to the game that won't increase risk? And at some point, I might even just say hands off, even if you've got more time on the clock. But yeah, because I can switch over to like marketing tasks too, which is boring, but it's actually a proper thing for me to do when I'm getting ready for release. Yeah, especially when I know after January 1st I'm gonna be burnout, and I'll need a little break for probably about a month. And I'll probably just do almost the minimal amount of paying attention to the game and the people around it. Yeah, well, there's a little number in the top right-hand corner of my screen. It's at 590. It'll be at 600 when I get to January 1st, and that's like the number of days in a row I've worked on the game and made progress on it. I did not take off any days. So yeah, I will not mind at all just having about a month to clear my head of this. And I'm already excited for stuff coming up. Like my head's kind of racing ahead to the next sequel and some of the engine improvements and tooling and stuff. But I will take a little break. Yankees. What game? I will demo for you, if you like. Don't feel obliged to like hang around just because I'm demoing or like that. Don't feel like I'm putting the hooks in you, but I will do a demo for you. Start from the beginning of the game. It's called the Godkiller Chapter 1. And it's a puzzle adventure game. I'll play the first few levels for you.
Hey, fella.
Let's back up to an earlier level. Alright, Cicada. Catch you later. Enjoy the food. Alright, first level of the game.
Could there be spires and towers? You'll climb them for hours. How the stairs will wind, all the secrets you'll find. Could there be dark little holes and yawning abysses? Would that earn me your praise, your fawning and kisses? Could there be creatures around, your brothers and sisters, goodwill to be found? Everyone fits here, it's my world. You're invited once you're here, be delighted. It's my world. You're invited once you're born, you're inside it. It's my world. You're invited once you're here, be delighted. It's my world. You're invited once you're born, you're inside it.
Alright. Then we get into some story stuff.
Hello. It's okay. It is okay.
Your hands?
I am God. You are M.
What is this place? Did I die?
Yes, you died.
This is heaven?
No,
Hell?
it is someplace new, made for you.
I died. How did I?
Welcome to your paradise.
This is... I don't get it.
Stay forever, M. All will be provided. I ask but one thing.
Uh-huh.
Never go to the room east of here.
Which way is east?
But if you do go there, do not eat the apple. The apple of infinite travel. Stay, and I will tell you something. The story of John.
Sure.
John begat John Jr. of Mary, and John Jr. begat Robert of a different Mary, and Robert begat James of Mary, a third Mary, different from the previous two.
Wait.
And James begat Michael of a fourth Mary, Mary from Chicago, not Mary from Wilsonville. The apple will make you too powerful. You won't like it. Far and fast you will travel with the apple.
That sounds good. It's beautiful. Ah!
There's this flinging stuff you do. You hold down.
I want to do that again.
You ate the apple.
I just walked toward.
I know, I am God.
I'll put it back.
You cannot. You could have stayed here in paradise. I would have told you stories.
I'm sorry.
Every day I would have told you stories.
Yeah.
You must go now.
I don't understand this world. What else can I do? Keep moving forward, I guess, and see what happens.
So to begin with, there's a lot of 3D navigation to make sure you've got the controls right and understand how to use them. Yep. This is my game. Been working on it for 4 years. Just about done.
Huh. What is he doing up there?
Alright. So this level introduces blocks, and they're like Sokoban blocks, but a little bit different. Whatever word is spelled... Oh, thank you. Whatever word spelled that matches what's on one of these doors will close the door. So if I put these blocks together... Yeah.
The strange thing is, when I push the block, it feels good for some reason.
Anyways. Yankee, that gives you an idea, I think. There's a demo too if you feel like playing it for yourself. It's on Steam. So it's called the Godkiller Chapter 1. So if you feel like playing the free demo, it's there for you. And the full game's going to be released in 10 days on January 1st. But for tonight, I think I'm going to knock off right about here. Feeling a little bit mentally tired. But I'm going to be right back on it tomorrow. So, yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Cool. Yeah, I hope you like it. Anyways, I'll see you around. Stopping the stream!